You have time for another?
Yeah, we got a little bit of time left.
Cool.
Daniel in Pensacola, how are you?
Hey, I'm practically perfect. How about y'all?
I'm nowhere near perfect,
Yes.
so you're.
So you're
I'll let you talk now. Go ahead.
All right. I had been, you could say, religiously watching for a while now, going through the archives, maybe even 2 a day. And I've realized that in different contexts, y'all use belief, knowledge, and confidence in a lot of different ways. And between just talking between yourselves, talking to others, and when you're really trying to make a point. And a lot of friends have brought this to me, and they also kind of the consistency of understanding your viewpoints on certain things when you use the words confidence, belief, and knowledge.
Yeah, so one of the things is that, you know, as you watch the show over a period of years, you're going to hear from a lot of different people. We don't always mean the same thing or use the words in the same way. And you're also going to see some changes in how people think at different times. For me, it's pretty simple. There's the strict philosophical definitions, which I tend to kind of avoid because I don't think they fit I don't think they always fit what people mean conversationally. So there's kind of the colloquial views. For me, belief is the position of accepting something as true or likely true. You are convinced that this is true or likely true to some degree of certainty.
Well, I don't understand the difference between that and confidence then.
Well, confidence is an expression of how certain you are about something or how uncertain you are about something.
Oh, like being confident in a belief.
Yeah, you're confident about a belief. You believe things to different degrees of certainty or different levels of confidence. And so I can kind of believe this. I can really strongly believe this. I can be virtually certain in my belief about this. Those are expressions of levels of confidence.
And of course, your level of confidence in what you believe, does not have a lot of really any bearing on whether or not the thing you believe is true. People can believe things with a great deal of conviction for good reasons,
right.
And they can believe them for very bad reasons.
Well, I don't see how someone can kind of believe something. I think it seems like it's clear cut. Either you believe it or you don't.
Okay, here's an easy example. A supposedly fair coin toss that for years everybody just assumed was exactly 50-50, actually with, for example, an American quarter has a slight bias towards heads. This is not a great example because if you flip a coin and you ask me, do you believe it's going to come up heads or tails? I could tell you that based on my information, I believe that it's going to come up heads more often.
Oh, I'll definitely keep that in mind.
But for an individual coin toss, I can also tell you that I don't believe it's exactly 50-50. So if you made me bet, I would have a slight leaning towards heads. But as far as barely believing something, so there's this discrete thing where I don't care what your lack of confidence is. At some point, you become convinced, and you're aware of being convinced, and you express this. And so there are some things that I am convinced of to varying degrees. Like, for example, I'm more convinced that I'm married to Beth than I am that the Big Bang model is actually accurate. And I didn't notice, but they just put up the credits, so I got to cut the show off now. I apologize. Thanks for calling, and we'll see you all next week. Yes. Bye-bye.